Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you're doing well. Who would ever have thought that I was going to talk with you about a hostile takeover of the earth? I mean, if you would have told me, let's say 3, 4 years ago, that I would be talking about things like this, I would have laughed. But, I mean, it's something that we need to consider. As we know, there are many alien beings around us. NASA and the American government and just about every government in the world knows this, and reluctantly they're telling us about this. But what is also happening is they are creating more and more this fear narrative that there might be a hostile invasion, an alien invasion. And of course, Hollywood has been playing into this narrative for a long time now. And because the Cold War is sort of over, North Vietnam is not doing too much, terrorism seemed like a good option at the time, but it's not really working anymore. How can we find a new enemy? How can we find a way to keep the people scared and afraid and willing to be controlled? Hey, aliens. So that's the new story. And that's why I'm talking about this, because there's a big probability that this fear narrative is going to be spun in the next coming years. Now, I want to put your mind at rest, because if aliens would have wanted to dominate us, they would have done so long ago. And to be honest, they are doing it, but they're not doing it in the way that we think. They're not landing on the lawn of the White House with an impressive show of advanced weaponry, etc. They can't do that, in fact. And there's a law in the universe, and that law says that there is that people or races cannot intervene in the course of evolution of other races. We are a very young race, the human family, and so if an advanced civilization would just, in a hostile attempt to take us over, they would actually be taken out. So that's not going to happen. The only way that a hostile invader can overtake us is with our permission. And so that is something that we need to be afraid of. Because if we give our authority, our autonomy away, if we give our rights away, and that is happening right now, then we come in a position where we willingly surrender to an authority, a savior. And so these beings, and it doesn't matter if you call them alien or if they're from Earth, it really doesn't matter. But beings that want to control us are real. And these beings are very small in numbers, but they have an enormous amount of power. Not the kind of power that we have, because we are actually the creators of our reality. These beings have very little, if none, creative power. Why? Because they're not connected to Source, the creator. We are connected to Source, so we have immense creative power. What these beings can do, however, is manipulate us in such a way that we create their desired reality. So if they keep us in fear, if they keep us fighting amongst each other, if they keep us in hostility, etc., then we are creating their desired reality. So the only thing that we need to do is to not buy into that narrative. We need to understand how powerful we are, how beautiful, how gorgeous we are, how incredibly creative we are. That with every thought, with every emotion, we are creating our reality. We are the creators of this reality. And that brings a lot of responsibility. So our responsibility is only to create our desired reality. So just let the fear narrative be there and ask yourself, what kind of world do I want to live in? What kind of world would I like to leave behind for my children and for their grandchildren? and just invest in that. See that world, feel that world, and enjoy creating that beautiful world. And let's stand together in this, because we are a very powerful race. We are the human race. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And so if we can stand shoulder to shoulder and keep out of the fear narrative, just smile at all those programs on television trying to make us very scared, very afraid, and just tune out, and just give our energy to creating the desired reality, our desired reality, then there is nothing to be afraid of. We are very powerful beings. I believe in you. I believe in myself. I believe in humanity. I love you very much. This is Tijn from Amsterdam, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you for listening.